Well, it's a truism. Many of life's most important lessons are learned on the playing field. Another fact, basketball is fun. You put the two together and the result is an international success story. Shayna Seymour explains.
Think about, am I a good leader? Right? At the very beginning, did you guys really work together?
Yeah, from the very beginning, it seemed like they were best friends. They got along really well.
These young basketball players are learning to pass, shoot, dribble, and get along. Peace Players International uses hoops to bring together kids who have been taught to hate. Kelly Lyons manages the Northern Ireland program.
It's a simple but really powerful belief that sport can bring kids together. And we have a motto that kids who play together can learn to live together. So it's really trying to break down the barriers in these post-conflict or current conflict areas and getting kids to break down the stereotypes of the other side to come together and learn that they really have far more similarities than differences.
Last month, 10 Peace players from Belfast put aside their differences and headed to Boston. They were invited here to spend the week at Below the Rim basketball camp at Regis College.
We have 10 kids, 5 Catholic kids from the Holy Cross School, 5 Protestant kids, and a Catholic and a Protestant kid have been deliberately put in these homes. Let's go, get open, guys, get open.
Michael Snoddy is the camp's director. He lives here now, but the sights and sounds of turbulent Belfast are forever embedded in his mind.
Growing up, there was bombs going off every day. There was people getting shot every day. You were taught that if you're a Protestant, you hate a Catholic. It was that simple. If you're a Catholic, you hate a Protestant. This is what we're trying to get beyond. Everybody back. You're all working together.
Tell us about the 2 schools the kids are from.
They come from 2 schools, a Catholic and a Protestant school that are located directly across the street from each other, but that until last year had really had no cross-community contact. We have a curriculum that would include basketball, but also dialogue. So we use basketball as really the engagement vehicle, and once the kids get into the gym, we also sit them down and have them talk about their similarities and differences, and it's a progressive curriculum where we get them eventually talking about stereotypes and prejudice.
Brendan and Sean Toohey of Washington, D.C. are the masterminds behind Peace Players International. Sean Toohey came up with the idea while playing professional basketball in Northern Ireland. Spurred on by success, the brothers took their program to the Middle East, Cyprus, South Africa, all areas where hatred has kept children apart.
I actually had the opportunity to go over to the Middle East last year, and what I found amazing there is you have the added challenge. I mean, you obviously have the Palestinian and Israeli conflict, and so in some ways that would be similar to the Protestant and Catholic conflict, but on top of it you have a language barrier. So I went to the first tournament and we had an American coach, and then we had to have someone translating into Arabic and then into Hebrew. And so these kids are playing on mixed teams and not even speaking the same language. And because that's a present conflict, I think that's one where we just have obstacles of getting kids over the borders.
Peace Players began in 2001, and already they are reaching more than 45,000 children worldwide.
How does basketball factor into this?
I think a big part of that was it's an American-based company, so a lot of these guys the people that started the company grew up playing basketball. It's a very neutral sport. There's not the tribalism attached to it in lots of sports in other parts of the world that they go into. And basketball, it's one of those type of games, it's just easy to pick up, pick a ball and start dribbling and throwing it around. And the bottom line is, you make choices in life based on what makes you feel good. And these kids feel good about playing the game of basketball.
This week, the players are staying with local families.
They're all families of staff members that I have here, so the logistics of that made it easy because my staff were coming to camp every day.
They all seem like such good kids and they're so appreciative, but the problem is when they get home, they get influenced by so many people. There's police in the middle of one street, and either side of religion is on either side of the thing, with the schools as well, so the school's in the background. And so that's what they see all day long. And so it doesn't, them being good kids is hard to see through. It's easy when they're in a good setting, but it's a matter of going home and doing it at home.
And I hope that when they go home, they can kind of break the ice and start a ripple effect throughout the country, and where Protestants and Catholics start interacting with each other.
And that indeed is the real test for these Peace Players, how they relate when they return home.
That's exactly what the goal is, that they'll continue to play, and as they grow up as adults, Northern Ireland needs to go to a new future. We've been in a very, very bad place for 25, 30 years. And it's cliché, I know, but these kids are the future.
Where could we go and play?
Nowhere. I don't know.
Nowhere?
There's nowhere really to go to play.
So how does that make you feel?
Sad.
Why?
Because we're all best friends.
They've been having a blast. They're going to Red Sox games. They got to go to the Celtics. They got to go to the mall last night. This is working. These kids are getting to know each other. Martin Luther King said it best, judge a person by the strength of their character.
Everyone involved with these Peace Players knows that these kids are playing for a very big win.
Last year, 2 Peace Players coaches from Northern Ireland won the Arthur Ashe Courage Award at the ESPYs. One of those coaches was Trevor Ringland, Michael Snoddy's best friend growing up in Northern Ireland. And it was Trevor who got Michael involved with Peace Players. Next year, Snoddy hopes to have Peace Players from South Africa as well as Northern Ireland. We'll have the